no reasonable doubt. It's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy does it. In public, hate it or love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player. You ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Used to keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping. See you at the crossroads.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies them getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I'm gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already dead. It was written in the children's story. Their life's a so what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could jump me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. Dead presidents, drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money. Quiet storm, have it stars. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the. I'm a player on the late night tips. So these see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog. To the skull, ignorant. Can I live? Still feel me, kiss to death, friend, protect your neck. Three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger, kiss to death, friend, protect your neck. Shame on the three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger. Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I'm gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already dead. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome to 9 to 6. You a shook one, Reeves and know the ledge. I'm your, what's that? I smell. Let me count my. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a. Here I go to the next episode. Ain't no damn this explosive Beast Coast. Yeah. The mother ride or die for my strictly for my survival of the fittest. That's the sign of the police. I'm indeed cover earth, skirt, lean back. Give me one more chance. They say Jesus walks and the devil wear Prada, but I'm so deaf. God can't tell me nothing. Right this on my death certificate. I gave you power. 21 questions like who?
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Down, you 80. 734, 637. 637.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Dumps it complete to Miller. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chris Jones. Able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
637.
To throw his car. He completes it to Bryant. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check. 6-18. Go, go.
On 1st down, Carr. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
25, Come here. Down. 180.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Monday down.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Mahomes to throw on second down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Carr now on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Down, 280. Yeah, 98's down, 58, 98.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Complete to Bryant. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
29.
To throw on 3rd down. Carr. They'll get this into the hands of Deion Kane. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff.
And look at this, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. What a play. It's a first down as they get 19 yards on the fake punt. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Carr now on first down. And Cook has it left side. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Now Carr going for the deep ball. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
So typically you'd say nice job defensively to force a decision on 4th down, but they've already gone for it once and converted, so you better make sure your defense stays out on the field and is alert.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. So he got 3 on 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That good for 22 and a 1st down.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Now Mahomes looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays an offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Down. Blue 80. Come here.
Here's a give to Miller. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. 20, 10, 5. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report. From Oakland after this. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7.
Down. Blue 80. Right down.
Now a handoff looking right. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Go, go. Get set, get set. Express.
Carr now to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Here's Miller. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
93.
And they'll run for it with Miller. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Lamar Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
And now here comes Kansas City. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Oakland after this. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Z. Here we go now. Blue 45.
They go play action here on 1st down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And now here come the Raiders. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. On the stop, Breeland Speaks.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
6-18.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Get down, get down. 180.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Intended that time for Cooper. "14 seconds, all that's left to this first half as they come up on 1st down.
Ready. Blue 45. Blue 45. Zing, zing, zing. Zing, zing, zing.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches. Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Black 58, Royal. Black 58.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll run again with Hunt. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage.
Under pressure, he's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. After the penalty, it's Miller. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On second down, here's Miller. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
The Raiders on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
6:37. We got 4. We got 4. 6:37.
Here's Carr to throw. Underneath for Miller. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They begin with a run by Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down, setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The Raiders on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Carr. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They do go for it. It's Carr. The catch made by Miller. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Down. New lady. Go Chief.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Dumps it complete to Miller. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Go. Get set.
Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with a lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Now a handoff to Miller. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Down. New lady.
Carr. That he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bruce Irvin in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. He may try and run for this. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Bruce Irvin in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Kelsey imposing his will. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them locked on their heels.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now here's Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Jace Amaro, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
On 1st down, Carr. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
93.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this.
Here we go. 6-18. Down. Wide 88.
Carr going to look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
You got 56 there. 93.
They'll run. It's Miller. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And some room to work. And they can't bring him down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Carr going to throw here. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Right now. Go.
They'll run with Miller. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. This to make it a 2-score game. And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. So the folks on hand here growing a little restless with their kicking game. That's now 2 misses so far.
And in a tight game, 4th quarter, the fans aren't the only ones getting restless, Brandon. There were a few looks of disbelief on that sideline as well.
A toss play to Hunt. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. We are inside of 1 minute, only one timeout left, so they've got to move quickly.
Get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure they're set. No penalties in this situation, but you're exactly right. Conserve that timeout for when they really need it.
38 yards on the scamper there. First down now, but that clock rolling. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Watkins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Green 90. Green 90.
He's going to get it running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer. They come up in an offset eye. They'll toss it to Hunt. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And I think that's going to do it. They can't get another play off. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Defensively now, one more play to stop. What are they looking for?
You want to take away their number 1 running option that you've scouted and take away their number 1 receiver and see if someone else can beat you.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
One final try from Mahomes. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Raiders, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And next week, they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.